Beleza. Agora que a gente conseguiu já derrotar o duelista, ele liberou uma arma boa pra nós aqui, que é o duelizo, né? Que, a passiva dele é que ele pode utilizar outra opção após ataque básico. É uma coisa que a gente vai utilizar meio que bastante aqui com o verso, né? Fala, Juliano. Caramba, que nível tu tá, cara? Eu tomei um sufoco nesse bicho pra matar. Tu destruiu o maluco. Que nada, eu tô no level 29. Aí é o 28, 28. E esse é o 27. Mas eu fiquei bem upado porque... Onde eu tô, Jesus? Ah, foi bem facinho. Mas realmente, se você pegar e rushar o jogo... Deixar rushadão mesmo, assim, do... Não fazer missão secundária, nem nada, não explorar o mapa. Você vai chegar no level baixo aqui. Achei fácil. Mas é a segunda vez que eu tô derrotando ele também. Upar arma, tem que lembrar de upar arma também, Juliano. A arma tem que estar no nível pelo menos 99 aqui. 99. Ah, pelo menos no 9. Tá, pegamos um tom de lúmina aqui do lado. Para aqui. O nível tava. Mas de boa, peraí, eu tava aqui. Onde eu fui? Ah, tá, aqui a gente vai voltar lá pra ponte, né? Antes da gente enfrentado ele. Quem que upou de nível foi a Ciel. A Ciel, vamos upar mais força na Ciel. Tá certo, né? Pá, não estão com nenhum... Nossa, depois eu vou ter que arrumar uma L. Habilidade temos da Ciel. Sério, daqui a pouco eu não sei mexer direito na Ciel. Vamos deixar a Ciel por enquanto por aqui. Do jeitinho que ela tá. Não vale a pena cada pouco. Tu pega uma nova mais forte. Cara, que na verdade a arma desse jogo aqui compensa você dar uma olhada mais na passiva dela. Ó, por exemplo, no verso aqui. O verso eu peguei essa dualizo. Eu acho que ela dá menos dano. Ela dá menos dano que a crucial que eu tenho aqui, ó. Crucifera, né? Mas aqui, ó, não perca grau ao receber dano de inimigo que está sob enfraquecimento. Por enquanto, como ela tá no nível 4 ali, não é muito bom. O nível 10 dela, ó, dá mais 1 de perfeição ao golpear o inimigo sob enfraquecimento. Então tem que dar enfraquecimento no inimigo. Não é meu foco atualmente. Então eu estava usando essa aqui para dar mais dano. Só que a dualizo, olha aqui, ó. O ataque ele dá mais dano, ó. Pode realizar outra ação após um ataque básico. Então se eu dar um ataque básico, eu posso fazer uma outra ação uma vez por turno, tá? No nível 10 dela, eu posso dar 2 ataques básicos. Então se está com o PA baixo, você pode utilizar esse aqui para pegar mais PA ainda, tá ligado? Então, mesmo ela não sendo tão forte, o dano dela sendo de raio, compensa utilizar ela. Ainda mais se eu for usar esse picto aqui que eu tô querendo usar. Cadê? Tá aqui. Tá aqui aprimorado. Isso aqui. Volta lá pra cima, filho. Isso. Aqui, ó. O ataque básico ganha mais um golpe. Então quando eu for bater, vai bater 2 vezes com 50% a mais de dano. E ainda tem mais aqui, ó. Mas o meu ataque básico vai dar mais 50%. Então são mais 100% de dano. Então, teoricamente, tava dando o 250. Eu vou bater aqui 2 vezes de 500 pontos no cara. Vamos colocar na emoção. Vou pôr esses dois aqui nele. Porque eu quero upar todos os pictos. Eu tenho outro, tá em branco aqui? Tenho essa aqui. Alvo marcado causa 30% de dano. Pronto. Depois eu arrumo essa. Só pra contextualizar. Então assim, vale mais, um pouco mais a pena por causa de usar a arma por causa da sua passiva. Aí vale a pena. Tá, não tem nenhum dano. Tem nenhum item aqui? Filtro. Só 3 de PS, aqui é bom, hein?
Is this the place?
Yeah. We can bury your friend under this tree, if that's okay with you.
Couldn't wait for me, could you? I wish we could.
Rest easy, Gustave.
I'll finish what you started. The paintress, Lenoir, they will pay.
No more dome. Just open skies.
I'll save them, Gustave. Emma, your apprentices, everyone.
You can leave it to us. You were always there for me.
I'll save them.
Say hi to Soph for me, yeah?
We could never tell if you were my brother or my father. But to me, you were both. Best brother and father I've ever had.
When one falls, we continue.
Thanks for being my family. See you in the next life.
E aí, chorastes? Ah, mas dá uma dosinha, cara. É que por enquanto, né? O Gustavo foi o que mais se desenvolveu, né? O que eu mais fiquei com o pé atrás do Gustave é que eu achei que ele ia morrer enfrentando a Painteress, né? A pintora lá, esqueci como que é a tradução do... Como eles colocaram, que é artifício, né? Eu achei sinceramente que ia acabar...
For about 2 hours. Then there's a big lake. We shouldn't go there at all. We should make a right, and then it's gonna take a few hours, and then we make a stop. We get some rest and some food, and then from there, we head north to Monoko Station.
Why there?
To recruit my oldest friend. We'll need the extra firepower, because our next goal will be to take down the Paintress' heart.
Her heart?
Yes. You can't just stroll up to the Paintress. The chroma there is far too dense. It erases anyone who gets close. But if we destroy her heart, the barrier will fall.
Okay. So where is this heart? What does it look like?
What it looks like, that I don't know. But I do know that it's somewhere in the center of old Lumiere.
You found old Lumiere?
Yes.
So it's true. Before the fracture, our Lumiere was part of a larger city on the continent.
I've traveled with many expeditions. I was with the 58th when we found old Lumiere. But Renoir erased them before we could get further. And I don't know much more.
Alright then. Let's go meet your friend at Monoko Station. And then, we'll take the Paintress's heart.
Beleza, agora eles vão ter um pouquinho mais de diálogo com o pessoal daqui, eles vão conversar um pouquinho mais com a gente. But... Não é aqui, peraí. Vamos primeiro conversar com esse Monoko aqui. Vamos morar nessa expedição. Ah, dá pra... Uma quadra, eu contei errado, acho que eu tava com 3. A arma, vamos lá, nível 9, então não preciso upar a arma agora. Aqui não tem pra upar, não tem pra upar. De vida por predição infligida. Habilidades solares. Pode infligir 10 de predições, mas todo dano recebido é em dobro. Nossa, aqui não viu. Ataques básicos concede mais 1 de carga lunar. Não com essas armas aqui da Ciel tá muito fraco, mano. Precisa de uma arma mais forte pra ela. Obrigado, meu querido. Ah, ele deu de nada pra nós, vocês escutaram? Deu pra entender o de nada dele? Tá, vamos conversar com esse céu primeiro. Não. Com esse céu primeiro.
How far up the mountain is Monoko Station? Will we see snow?
Not too high, but yeah. There's usually snow.
Fantastic.
Oh, right. There's no snow in Lumiere.
No, only in books and paintings. It's almost as mythical as Gestrels.
And just as fun. And sometimes just as deadly.
Oh. My husband was obsessed with the idea of snow. I can't...
That you will.
Yep. Isso aqui é bom pra gente upar mais o nível de amizade com esse céu.
You seem less stressed than the others.
Is that your conclusion? After your extensive observation of our team?
Yes.
There must be better uses of your time than analysing our stress levels.
Well, it's important to understand your teammates.
Says the mysterious stranger who has yet to share much about himself.
Then consider this my attempt to be less mysterious.
Oh, is that what this is?
I'll trade you. A story for a story. Quite fair, I think.
Well, there are stories, and then there are stories. You first, then.
Something unusual then? Strange wonders and mysteries?
A bit impersonal, hmm? Not really how you get to know each other. I don't think that's worthy of a trade. No. Tell me something dark and melancholy and personal.
Ooh, going straight for the heavy stuff, huh?
If we're going to share, let's share.
Story for a story, right?
We'll see.
Beleza, esse é o nível 1 de La Amizade. Vamos conversar agora com a Luni.
His friend is a gestural.
Yes. We've been friends for as long as I can remember.
Gustave would have loved that.
Why? Because he liked gesturals?
Because he liked the idea of friendships that could last decades. We don't get to enjoy such long friendships in Lumiere. Why are you allying yourself with us?
Not a lot of options out here, in case you hadn't noticed.
What about the previous expeditioners? Did you help them too? Yet they still failed.
That's a terrible way to ask questions. Do you always interrogate people like this?
Given the circumstances, I think we can skip the pleasantries, no?
Alliances are usually give and take, as are conversations. Trust goes both ways, no?
All right then. As a gesture of good faith, I'll show you how to use Lumina.
No need. I got it.
Well, aren't you a quick study?
But I appreciate the gesture. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Trust works both ways.
All right. As a gesture of good faith, I'll answer 3 questions. Choose wisely.
Only 3.
Someone's a bit greedy.
3 questions with 3 follow-ups.
You're really pushing this.
I think it's reasonable.
All right. Go for it.
Beleza. Nível de amizade com a Luni nível 1. A Maera, se não me engano, vai querer falar com nós, né?
Minoko lives so far from the other gestrels.
Minoko's a searcher. They travel the land looking for gestrals who went missing after the fracture.
The lost gestrels.
Yeah. That and he, pissed off Golgra.
É, vai dar.
That was sad.
Yeah.
You were sad. You were thinking of Julie.
And not just her, but
Want a hug?
yeah.
Ai, bonitinho, que abraço eu quero. É bonitinho.
She reminds me of someone.
Who? Mael?
Have I met her before?
Well, you also thought you knew CL.
Oh, but I do. Wait, don't I?
Sometimes I feel like you know everyone.
Oh, well, that's because you're all cousins. Same, but different.
Right, so, maybe it's that.
Yes. Ah, just like Verso is Verso's cousin. Mael is Mael's cousin. Yes, that's it. You're so very wise.
You know, that almost makes sense to me.
It's okay if you don't understand, Verso. You're still wise to me.
You're just a big ball of nonsense sometimes, aren't you?
That's why we're best friends.
Nível 2? Aí, novo nível 2 de mais com ESC. Maravilha. Cara, com esse botônico aqui, você entregou só 2 pra ele, foi? Só 2, tá. Senão acho que a partir do quarto ele dá um item pra nós. Um item bom, né? Que só tá dando só o cabelo pra nós. Escrevendo o diário do Gustavo.
What are you working on?
Contingency plans. If we fail, Expedition 32 will need every bit of information we have.
Right, but how are you going to get it to them?
I asked the Gestrals for help.
Smart.
What are the stars whispering to you?
Actually, I'm the one whispering to them.
Oh?
It's something my dad and I used to do. When I was scared, or anxious, or even when I was happy, he'd say, share it with the stars. When it's hard to talk about things, the stars will understand.
I like that.
I talked to the stars a lot after he was gone.
I remember the night we first met at the Crooked Tower.
Right. After the gommage.
I was surprised to find you there. I thought I was the only one who knew about that room.
I had to get away from the harbour. And those damn petals everywhere. So I climbed up.
It wasn't logical. But part of me really believed my parents and their expedition had succeeded. That they'd stopped her. Then the pain just woke. And I knew they weren't coming home.
You know, it meant a lot to me. The comfort we shared that day. But you avoided me after. Why?
It wasn't personal. I cut a lot of people out of my life.
Okay, not personal.
That day, I knew my parents had failed. They were counting on me to finish their work. I couldn't afford distractions.
Friends are not distractions.
I know that now.
Wow. We're in the middle of nowhere with 1 year left to live. What better time to build friendships?
I could use some wine, though.
Making friends is thirsty work.
Porra.
Hey,
Hey, it's fine. I miss him too.
it's...
The pain we feel every time we lose someone. I've tried many ways of dealing with it. Running from it, sitting with it, compartmentalizing it.
Compartimentalizei. Palavra do caramba.
But what I needed was to use it. To use everything.
What do you mean?
I feel everything. And I let it burn inside me. When I'm tired, when I feel hopeless, when I want to just let it all go. I use the pain. I use the fear, the shame, the guilt, the anger. I use it all to keep going. To make sure I continue.
Moaning.
I can almost feel them beside me. Everyone we've lost. Walking with me. Especially when I use chroma. I feel their presence, their closeness. And they help me.
You feel Gustave?
Yeah. I do.
I'd like to feel him with me too.
You have an affinity for chroma too. Try it.
How do you always know what to do?
I don't. Want to know a secret? I have no idea what I'm doing. And I don't think anyone else does either.
Really?
Don't tell anyone else I said that.
Acabou?
Thanks. It really was a beautiful place.
Glad you liked it. I've buried friends there too. You were right about condolences. We offered them because we don't know what else to say, but there's no comfort there.
No.
All we can do is carry them with us.
I guess. Sorry. It's just wet.
Drowning in our own sadness. Hey, why did you join the expedition? I mean, with the Gamage, I understand the rest of the team's decision, but you're half their age.
Out here seemed better than in there at the time.
It's natural. Wanting to escape a life you don't want.
Escape. Yeah. That's what I wanted. But Gustave and the others, they really want to change things.
Well, changing your life also counts. Can't always shoulder the world's problems, you know? It'll drain you fast.
Gustave would probably say, if more of us cared, then it would lighten the load for everyone.
He sounds like a good guy.
Wait. I kept Gustave's, so you can have mine. You'll need one if you want to be an official member of our merry crew.
I gotta say, I didn't take you for an official kind of person.
Welcome to the disaster expedition.